I find myself at a precipice, a point where I can't keep going forward the way that I'm going, and the way that I've been going, with the interferences of the United States government shadowing me in everything that I do, and interfering with things when they want to interfere with things, and altering things this way and that way to set the course of my direction that I'm going per the way they want it to go. I just can't keep continuing going this way. At least not without getting an understanding of exactly why I have to suffer this and put up with this. I've done it for 10 fucking years. It's getting more and more and more invasive as we proceed. I went to go see Lee Carroll, cry on Lee Carroll, live in Sanford, Florida, 2024. I went in there with expectations, but those expectations were not met. I'm not exactly sure they knew who I was and what I am. To this day, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know why we haven't had as much communication as I thought we ought to have had by now. Maybe it's because they don't know who I am from a hole in the ground. Maybe it's because I showed up over there and they're like, oh, that's nice, another person coming to see Cryon. I'm not exactly sure why they showed up in Sanford, Florida. Because they showed up in Sanford, Florida right at the time that my probation was up. And I was just an Uber ride away, or a light rail ride away. I even got 20 fucking miles away, or 20 minutes away from Sanford, Florida, over here in Orlando, Florida. But the timing just seemed to be so much like, okay, once again, the timing in my life with things and how they work out. But I guess my point is, I'm not exactly sure if they know who I am. Because I say all kind of things about this and about that, who I am and what I am. But I notice people, when they tell you who they are, they come on and they say something, right? They say, oh, well, I'm the author of this, and I wrote X amount of books. I've got this degree and this qualification and that qualification, and so on and so forth. Then you say, okay, well, I guess I will consider you as my physician. They run a list of credits about some shit. And Jesus want to know, who is it that they say that I am? Because you're saying I'm just a madman, I'm hearing. You're saying that I have a demon, I'm hearing. People are asking by whose authority I say and do these things, I'm hearing. So who is it that you say that I am? Because if all I am is some madman out here running around on black magic, then it's understandable that you treat me the way that you treat me. But if I get a credit out here from something, a source that's more credible than just me, the nutcase over here, that says, yeah, it is what it is. It is what he says he is. That is him. What then? Is it the same reception that I get and I'm getting, that I've been getting? Can I take that credit and go someplace in the world and say, yeah, this isn't all that I am. I'm not just a hot mess. But they say that you will be a hot mess. So don't get it confused. You see someone and say, well, they're not a hot mess and they're not a hot mess. Why is Anthony a hot mess? Maybe there was one exception to all the light workers out there when they spoke about how they'll be a bit of a hot mess. They'll come from dysfunctional families and they will have issues about a lot of things, mental illness included. So is there a way that we can verify this? Who I say that I am? I'd like to get it cleared up. Because I know what the hell I am. But just because I know doesn't mean you know. I need for you to know. And if it's not meant to be, then let that be. I want to know what it is I'm supposed to do here on forward, to tell you the truth. Because like I told you about this United States government, who knows full well what I am. I'm tired of them using me like some kind of a freaking battery or something. Trying to control the fate and the outcome of things by manipulating me directly. I'm the one they spoke of. I don't know if there's another one, but I know I was one of them. They spoke of in Lightworkers Handbook. Who's responsible for manifestation. The government knows that. And I don't even know what outcome they want necessarily. A so-called dark or so-called light outcome. A selfish agenda? Are they on? So at this point, I guess, long story short, bringing it to a close, because of that and some other things, I really want to know. Because I want to go out here and do all kind of things. I got all kind of projects that crop up and so on and so forth. At this point, I want to know, who is it exactly that can tell me who I am and what I am and what purpose I serve. If I'm just another person on planet Earth, and I don't want to put a jest on it to belittle it and make it less, because it's not. But there's billions of people on planet Earth doing all kind of things, and here by the Lord, or at least the Lord is within them. So I don't know who they're here for. They can serve the devil if they want to, I guess. But the God is within them. My point is this: if that's all it is, then I'd like to know. I'm just deluded, and I'll go my goddamn way and get off into something entirely different. But if it's like the prodigal son, then I'd like to know why you bastardized me. And that's where I'm at right now.